Hey, so I made an infused glass heart at a friend of mine's house, Hot Glass Burns, Linda. She let me do this last year, and she's letting me make a few this year. So basically, she's given me all the materials. She was so generous in allowing me to have her materials, and so she's taught me how to score and cut glass. So now what I'm going to do is make my own little mosaic glass hearts to sell. So I should have brought the one that I made. It's hanging in my window. But it's a very long process. I am not going to leave this video on for the entire process because, well, I think you'll just get really bored of it. So essentially I've got, so these are just random pieces. These are like leftover pieces that she keeps everything basically. So when she creates something, any of the spare pieces or leftover pieces, she has in these big containers and bags, and this is, she just put these in these nice little, well, I put these in these nice little containers that she provided for me so that I could come home and do these at my house during my own time, which is wonderful. And then I will take these to her house and she puts them in the kiln, and then essentially the glass will be infused together. So we've got one piece of clear glass that is a heart. So far I've done two that were kind of whimsical hearts. They're not like geometrically you know, perfect hearts, I guess you could say. I wanted, she had a whimsical one, a template, so I asked if I could do two of those because they kind of reminded me of almost like Whoville and stuff. So very, very cool. But playful, that's the word I was looking for. So essentially what I do is I just kind of make a puzzle out of glass and find pieces that I'm going to need my glasses. So find pieces that I feel kind of go together, and then I would lift this one up, but I'm afraid that all the pieces are not properly stuck on there. So what I'm doing with this one and this one is a kind of a rainbow, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, Roy G. Biv kind of thing without the Roy G. Yeah, so I don't have like indigo and violet. I have a light blue, a dark blue, and a purple. So all right, so I try if I can, and if I leave any spaces, she let me pick all of these fantastic little pieces that I will show you to fill in any holes or for a design element. So I'm using them to kind of fill in gaps. That's what I did with this one, and that's what I'm planning on doing with this one, but we'll see what happens. So I don't think you're going to be able to see these, but these are canes. So she purchases them in their, you know, glass rods, and then when you cut them, they become like little flowers, or, oh, there's the dog, it's freezing outside. Or even just like geometric. So here, I'll show you some of them. Some of them are just really cool. It's gonna fall out of my hands. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can pick it up for you. So, I mean, every color, I don't know if you can see that. That's like a red. Some of these flowers are very intricate too. There's a yellow one. Is that focusing at all? I don't know. I don't know if you can see that, but it was like a clear glass with a yellow, almost daisy looking inside with a green center. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go with the same red, orange, yellow because that's what I like it. I like the look of it. I've got here. So I try to see what I've got going on so that I can kind of plan ahead. I've got a ton of orange. I took a lot of orange. This one I do want to make more blues. So that's going to be, I'm going to do less orange, less red, less orange, yellow, and then more green, more blue, more purple. So this one is going to be slightly different than the other ones. Do I want to do one more? I think I'm going to do one more piece. So I'm going to cut this one into two, I think. So it can go right there. So she gave me a scoring tool to use. I don't know, can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, I guess you can. I mean, I can't tell you, you know, to be able to do stuff like this and not have to invest in all of the, I mean, she's got everything at her little workshop at her house. And it's just, it's unbelievably generous what she does for me and allows me to do. So I'm just beyond grateful. Oh, that's good. So essentially, I just kind of set it up like puzzle pieces almost, but I like to leave, so the ones that I did yesterday and the day before were slightly different than this. But she also gave me frit. So frit is like tiny little, almost powder-like glass pieces that you can sprinkle in between the mosaic pieces. So it adds a little bit more color and, sorry, I'm trying to talk and do this at the same time. Oh, it looks good. Okay, so I have been, my kindness tree movement, my t-shirt business has really slowed down. I don't know if it's because people are giving up on kindness or what the deal is. If it's just I know other people are spending money, so I'm not sure what I did stop advertising on Google for a short period of time just because my money was so tight. And so if you would like a shirt, please go to kindnesstreemovement.com and you can go to the Pick Your Print section. The Pick Your Print section will allow you to choose the style shirt that you want, and then you can pick your print. I am going to come up with a new design, and I've just been going back and forth with what design I'm going to do. I actually started like I don't know if you could call it an alter ego, but I've been really struggling lately with, while kindness is my foundation and compassion comes easily to me, what's going on in the world politically, well, in the United States politically, has really made me, I'm struggling. So I'm sure some of you can relate. Maybe some of you are like, oh, things are great. They're not great to me. And I've been really, really struggling mentally with, well, with everything, really. Trying to stay motivated, push forward, focus on hope, focus on the good stuff. Whew, okay, enough talk about that. But I am going to, I've had different ideas for designs in my head on and off for months, and I just can't really go with one. I started like this, this brand, if you will, called the Bitchy Monk. So it was kind of like, I just want to be raw, and maybe it's not necessarily kind all the time, but that's kind of what I'm feeling, and it kind of goes against the kindness tree movement message. But you know, I can blame the administration and say that they bring out the absolute worst in me, and I've actually said that a few times, but it's in me, and I think it's in all of us. I think that you keep pushing people to a certain point, and we can all be ugly. And you know, I don't want to be ugly. I don't want to be ugly, but I kind of, it's happening. It is happening. So the Bitchy Monk, I have like 3 or 4 designs, and it's also allowing me to kind of try out Shopify to see how that storefront works, and because I've been contemplating moving my kindness tree movement, or basically adjusting my website. I don't like that. And sometimes, you know, that just takes a little bit. Well, I mean, if I have to shut down my website and start all over again, that's a really long and exhausting process. But everything costs so much money, and I'm just trying to weigh pros, cons, accessibility, easeability. All right, so I think I'm gonna start to move on from, I've got the red, orange, yellow, which is really a lot less, and then I'm gonna go to my blues, greens, and purples. So I'm just gonna take a few out. I'm gonna do green first, so let me get some greens. That's a purple one. I'm gonna have to probably cut a few of these. That's purple. So some of these, when they're flat, they look very similar in color, and it's not until you hold it up to the light. So I don't know if you can see, that is purple. This is like a beautiful blue. And then I've got this green. So yeah, you can see that. And when you hang these in the window, oh my goodness, do they really just bring so much color and light to your life. So I have a few small events. I think I've got one in February. No. Do I have anything in February? I don't think so. So maybe it's just March. But kindnesstreemovement.com, please check it out. If you've got an extra, $30 in your budget and you can support a small business, I would really, really love that. So I've sold like maybe 4 items this whole winter. Like, well, I should say maybe the month of January, not the whole winter, because that winter started in December. But yeah, so it's been really slow, but that's also because of me. I've been slow, and I've been slow moving. I've been slow mentally, struggling, and just really trying to refocus, and try to figure out how I can make the world a better place, because I'm just, my inhale goodness, exhale kindness message is kind of going by the wayside, I feel, because it for me internally, I still believe in it, but it's becoming really, really challenging to be kind to people that aren't kind. And that's the part that I have to try harder. That's because that is the answer. The answer, and as you've probably seen many people talk about, is the resistance is joy. The resistance is love. And we just have to try harder, and I'm gonna make sure that I do that going forward. So I'm gonna turn the video off because this has been long enough for you, and hopefully I'll come back later when I'm maybe at the end of the piece, and I'll show you what I've got. So got some red, orange, yellow, and I'm gonna move on to green, but I'm gonna do a lot more blues and I think a little more purple on this one. So stay tuned.